You know, I don't think I've ever played The Fire Rises in this channel actually. I know I've played it in my old one, but I no longer do HOI4 content on it, so yep. Anyways, welcome back to another HOI4 video. Today we are playing France in The Fire Rises mod. To begin, we are being led by Macron, because it is what it is. Well, it's 2020, and I've decided to keep Macron for this campaign. Nothing wrong will happen from this, trust me, I know what I'm doing. Oh, shut up, Zemmour. As COVID was starting to get stronger and spread through our country, the Yellow Vests have decided to strike once again, because it is French tradition to just revolt whenever now is not the time. We decided to negotiate with them, and they accepted, surprisingly, which is really good for us, because now we can focus on cementing the reforms and dealing with COVID, which is still spreading as we speak. Or I speak, I guess you guys don't speak. Oh hey, darker French flag, yes, give me. I like this. Plus we don't lose the 10 political power, so 10 political power is really important, trust me. Civil war started, meaning that we actually have the oil crisis. And we decided to directly get involved into the civil war on the side of the Arabian Republic, because there are the liberals, and we love liberals, do we? I would also actually get involved in the Congo civil war as well, so in that way I can also spread liberalism through Central Africa, in actually one of our allies. While this may have angered America, we couldn't care less. We decided to actually do an oil trade with Venezuela, and they accepted, meaning we can actually trade with them, which is really good. Anyways, you can see that I am getting really involved in the Congo. I've basically contributed to the death of the communists, who end up winning generally, as well as the other Congo. And in the middle of September, the American Civil War started. More specifically, on the 16th of September at 1 AM. Yeah, seriously, at midnight decided now is Civil War time, but yeah, it's going to be bad for us, but we've got this in the bag, don't worry. As Americans started, of course there were going to be a lot of immigrants, and as good liberals we decided to accept literally every single one of them. I don't know why you would go to France specially, because actually maybe we are probably one of the few people who will actually accept the Americans. The rest are probably like Sweden and Norway, and are like too sophisticated for the Americans, you know. The Congo Civil War ended relatively quickly actually, with of course the faction that we supported actually winning. We also decided to send help to Nigeria and Côte d'Ivoire in order to deal with the radicals, Islamists, those bastards. They can die. In the meantime, RIP Putin, lol. That's right, now, yeah, they're gonna get their elections. I wonder who they will elect, actually. Meanwhile, yeah, the American Civil War, we aren't really helping them yet. But I don't know, I have too many volunteers sent everywhere, and Corsica wants to rebel, okay, I see. The election of 2022, Macron emerges triumphant, once again. Oh, and also, don't you think Russia is a little bit red? Yeah, they went communist, which is really going to be interesting. Oh, and there's also another person died, and now massive protests happen again. Great. We ended up actually sending volunteers to America, but look at what just happened. They got encircled. They got a massive encirclement of like everything in Wisconsin and south. They somehow Trump has managed to do a massive offensive that went all the way to, well, Chicago, and nearly half of the Union of America's army is actually stuck there. I think it is Jover, plus the Patriot Front is advancing forward. So, yeah, it's not looking too good for the Union of America. And the problem is, I think Trump is actually going Patriot, so democracy is not coming back to America, I'm afraid. Great news for us, Wallonia has decided to join us, and now France's borders have actually expanded a little bit. I've also got for some reason I've got Malta as well. I've got like the French Trade Commission in Malta, and for some reason it's ours too. So yeah, France is expanding slowly but surely. So the Second European War is actually happening, and unfortunately, the French army has gone on strike. Yeah, and Warsaw fell, meaning that the Second European War barely lasted 2 months. So, yeah, alright, there it is, that's the Second European War lost. Oh, and yeah, they're back. For a little bit, like in 5 years it's gonna be gone, let's be honest. One could say that tout est bien in France. Unfortunately, that couldn't be further from the truth. With nationalist militarists in the north and communists rising up in the south, France was in a civil war. And directly we had the upper hand, because we could quite literally instantly attack Paris and take over the city. In the meantime, we also allied with the Belgians in the north actually. And we've got them as a puppet now, which is pretty cool. Because I think I puppeted Belgium too much, yeah, the peace deal kind of broke, so I just did it myself. I released the Netherlands, and Belgium is here now. Both of them are a puppet. I did use a console command for this. However, now was the time to figure out what we wanted to do with the French country. This new government was going to be ruled by the military, and only the military. I don't see in which way could the ideologues actually improve our country. They can't, and they will not. However, even without the fascists, the French government would radicalize further and further. Because why wouldn't it? The French people are mad, they want change. They want glory to return to France. And for some reason, we are taking inspiration from the one country that literally barely even owned half of France. AKA Pétain. You know, I'm kind of wondering, what is up with us? Obviously, to make truly France great, we should abolish the rights of the worker. It makes total sense, trust me. You'll see why we are doing this. In order to totally fix the French nation, we are going to have to invade Spain. Because see, killing Spain and Spanish people will allow France to be great. I don't help. So yeah, we annexed Catalonia and we turned Iberia into a protectorate. Next up was Portugal, and we had 3 options. Either we could directly restore order in Portugal, either we could puppet them, or either we could de-radicalize them. No, we decided to demand their compliance, and they didn't accept for some reason. Which was a terrible mistake, because now, to make France great again, we are going to need to kill every one of them. Eventually, the radicalization that I did not contribute to at all led to a putsch by the Young Officer Putsch. A bunch of young people that were too radicalized by the loss to the Soviet Union that they're like, we need to make France great again in the worst way possible. And trust me, they will enjoy it. So yeah, now we have Lafayette. Pretty cool, right? Our Lafayette here has actually got quite a bunch of random ideas about how to deal with the opposition, because of course the old people are kind of like, wait, but seriously, we cannot get young people to lead us, that's kind of mean. No, actually that'd probably be more like, oh my, Lafayette is fucking insane, can we not get rid of him? No, you can't, you can only suffer. Of course, we see Germany as the worst thing that exists. Well, in reality, I'm gonna be real, why is it Germany or not Britain? We hate British people more than Germans. And to be fair, who doesn't despise Britain? Now, the Second European War started, and I'm gonna be real, I have about 200 units now. Let's look at the units of the Soviets, shall we? Between 67 and 125. Yeah, they barely have 100 units, so it's safe to assume that we are maybe not gonna have that much trouble rolling to Moscow yet another time. Can I be fully honest when I say that this war barely even lasted 20 minutes? I was extremely disappointed because I was kind of like, oh yeah, it's going to be a huge boss fight. And then, no. But then again, I had to expect this, because when I know something funny, I had to manually... Okay, post-editing Detective here. I had to manually delete all of the units of Romania, Ukraine and Poland in order to make sure that the Soviets were going to win the first European war. I don't know why they were so weak this campaign, but whatever, I don't know. And also third war with Mongolia, which is which may not help at all. But anyways, the second European war has ended. Right now, yeah, I think it's, yeah, that's a peace deal. So, yeah, that's Pact of Steel victory. However, it is now not done. The Germans have gotten a lot of land, yet we actually have contributed more to the war effort. I think it is unfair. Let's see if Germany can handle Operation Napoleon. After all, we did most of the work in the Second European War, and the French army went on strike for the first one. Can I be honest? It's not even close! The war took just as much time as it took to kill the Soviets. I literally just rolled to Berlin, Vienna and the Rhine, and that was it. The Second European War was finished. And actually it glitched, so Italy is independent for some reason. After invading Turkey, the Levant and using the console command a lot, I've got now those new borders. The French state is now massive. We have basically just completely annexed Italy and Germany because Lafayette considers them as our Lebensraum. Also, we've established a United Slavic National State which has Romania and Hungary for some reason, because I don't know. I guess they're Slavic now. And yeah, also we still... we used to be so good. Now we have kind of a lot of poverty actually. Anyways, alright, I think I'm gonna end it for today. We've basically destroyed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 countries actually, and we've basically turned everything into a massive Yugoslavia in Eastern Europe. And yeah, let's see if this world order can last 10 years before like Germany revolts or something. Other than that, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, then please consider giving a like and a follow. It will help me out a lot, and honestly, I'd really appreciate it. Of course, if you wanna see me play other paths in TFR, or any other mod actually, I will probably play them if you send it in the description. Just please don't make them like too difficult, because I'm not really that good at HOI4 still. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. See you in the next one. Goodbye!